Haiwezekani. ODM was not born in a bedroom.
It's a figure of speech. What I was alluding to is secret talks or private talks.
Not made in a bedroom. So its future will not be discussed as pillow talk.
I love my uncle loves me. I know under the screen you have that rolling screen that tells people what the speaker has said. Please, that should be the headline. Winnie loves her uncle.
ODM si chama kilichojazaliwa kama siri. Nasikia kuna wengine ambao wanatembea nasi mchana lakini usiku wanajaribu kuuza hii chama. Haiwezekani. ODM was not born in a bedroom. It was not made in a bedroom. So its future will not be discussed as pillow talk. In the heartbeat of the Kenyan people for 20 years. ODM was born from protest. It was raised in resistance. And the people of ODM have time and time again bled, sweat, and shed tears for this country called Kenya. We are sorry that we don't always get it right. Oleni. But we will never be sorry for being inconvenient. They like to call us a party of goons. What we're doing is nation building. Nation building is untidy. Nation building is inconvenient. Nation building is uncomfortable. Nation building has left us in tears as ODM, as the People's Party, time and time again. But we, ODM, belong to the people. And we will continue growing because the young people of ODM have conviction.
Same way you have an accent, I have one. A figure of speech. What I was alluding to is secret talks or private talks. I feel the party has not done its or fulfilled its mandate in an open manner. For example, our party leader died. The party has not once come and addressed us as members to inform us our party leaders died. They've picked a new team. The party has not once come to address and tell us they have picked a new team. The next day we wake up and they're saying they're in new talks. They have not once come to consult us. So the figure of speech of seems to be a clique that does things in private and dictates to the party members is not the style of ODM, and so that's what I was alluding. The decision of procedure is not up to Winnie Odinga. It's written in the ODM constitution. And I don't want this to be personalized on the matter of my uncle, as though this is a private matter that we're being discussed. I love my uncle loves me. I know under the screen you have that rolling screen that tells people what the speaker has said. Please, that should be the headline. Winnie loves her uncle and her uncle loves her. The matter is people misrepresenting themselves and moving in a manner that I feel is not respectful to the creeds of the party. I don't believe they've acted in a manner that was respectful to the wishes and creed of the former party leader. I also don't believe, I know for a fact, that they are not being respectful to the constitution of ODM. The constitution of ODM, not written by Winnie Odinga, says that no member of the Central Committee or the NEC is able to act on behalf of the party of ODM unless they are ratified by the NDC. That is not a personality matter on the party leader. That includes the chair, the current deputy chairs, and many people in that thing he mentioned, which was during an ODM PG at Argyle Hotel, and people were asking about that matter. He said, who told you ODM will not field a candidate in 2027? So those that are now saying that in secret he told them, who told them? Because everything he said, he used to say to all of us in front of us. He was not a duplicitous leader. He did not say something in the morning and go and try something else at night. So when I raised those statements, it was out of the concern that certain people or certain quarters are trying to achieve something which doesn't necessarily stand for the creed of the ODM party, and perhaps could be taking advantage of a situation for their own gain.
What do you think they're trying to achieve with that?
Your guess is as good as mine. But you see, Yvonne, something that has happened in society, and this has happened in every society, whether it was in Europe or in Asia when empires fell, power was moved from the center to focusing on the needs of the people. So Kenya has, in my view, three issues that take 2 or 3 parts, maybe. The first is the unwillingness or the inability for the leaders to recognize that the desires of their people has changed. This is not 30 years ago. People want servant leadership. They don't want to be called somewhere and told this is what's happening. They need to be consulted in the process. And as far as anybody in ODM is concerned, they're used to that because Baba consulted everybody. The second issue is the manipulation of those in the lower classes to a point where they have to bargain between their survival and their dignity. And the third is the personalization of policy, that if you don't agree with somebody, this or something, it's so tied to a person, the cult of personality, that it becomes a feud. It becomes something people want to say, you know. I've seen in the media myself as a headline very many times, all in feuds. It's not a personality war, it's not a private war. It's fighting for the soul and the creed of what the members of ODM believe in.
So what actions with him?
For the past 40 years, Raila has been a defender of social justice. He's fought for the upward social mobility of the people of Kenya. The D in ODM stands for democracy. People are allowed to speak. He once said that even though I may not agree with what you say, I will defend your right to say it. The M is movement. And if we've started a journey of bettering the lives of people, you cannot have people still living in pathetic conditions, living undignified lives, and you say you've made a deal and now we relax. No, the movement means we keep on moving until the lives of as many people as we can possibly impact are improved. So that is what Raila Odinga believed in.